Hey everybody, this is Coach P with Wilderness Athlete. Listen, I just want to take a couple minutes right now to give you some insight into our flagship product, Hydrate and Recover. When I first met with our formulator back when we launched this company, we discussed what was different about what we were trying to accomplish with our demographic group. That is to say, the hard-charging outdoors man and woman who puts their life on the line in the backcountry, all the way down to, playing team sports with your kids. We needed a broad-based approach. Why shouldn't hydration be healthy? So we wanted to avoid the high sugar, artificial color type product where the electrolytes certainly worked, but we can do better than that is what I'm saying. So with our Hydrate and Recover, we incorporated a lot of nutrients, and I'll cover those, to help for performance in the backcountry and make it a longer sustaining feel for you and keep you hydrated. So let's dig into a little bit of what we put in here that separates it from the average sports drink. In fact, I'm proud of what we put together as really the tip of the spear in the world of hydration. So we put 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C in there. Why is that important? Obviously for your immune system, immune support. It also helps with heart health and is great for buffering your cells and strengthening them. So vitamin C is critically important. We put in branched chain amino acids. Those are in there for muscle support. Okay, so the body gets depleted during activities and you got to replace that, and as quickly as possible it drives it up into the system faster, and that makes it more beneficial. We put in glutamine for brain function because it crosses the blood-brain barrier, which is good for you, and it helps you stay more alert. I call it situational awareness. You're aware of things going on around you. We also put in a healthy dose of adaptogenic herbs. Why? Because your body needs those to get rid of toxins and help it to adapt to stress. Adaptogenic herbs help mitigate stress. So that's something that we're proud of. Balanced electrolytes. This goes back to the real reason sports drinks started. We believe strongly that our diets contain a lot of sodium, not as much potassium, but a balanced approach is what you really are looking for, and get the rest out of your diet. So those are critical to maintain mental clarity, neurological function, as well as keeping your muscles fully hydrated and functioning. Only 5 grams of added sugar, and those are in the form of a low glycemic so that it slowly enters your system and doesn't just rush in. And that's important because your body needs a few sugars for the uptake of it and to make it more usable, and those receptors on your muscle cells really like that. So these natural extracts like golden root, which helps with oxygen utilization, schizandra, it's just an incredibly complex formula. I'm so thankful to have our formulator that he kind of read my mind and put forth this product, and right out of the gates, this became our top selling product, and as I said, it still is to this day. Let's discuss briefly the importance now of hydration. When your blood, you may or may not know this, when you lose fluid, your blood thickens. We call it sludge blood. And when you get sludge blood, what happens is your heart has to work harder to pump the blood that you do have throughout your system, through those tiny capillaries in your brain, throughout your body. And it only makes sense that when you're dehydrated, you're going to experience headaches, fatigue, because with sludge blood, you're not delivering the oxygen that your body's needing and requiring, especially in times of extreme exertion. So the ability to stay hydrated with proper nutrients keeps the machinery running. It's really no different than the engine in your car. You have to change the oil because it gets dirty. And if your blood gets too thick, it in a sense is dirty. And so getting all that fluid into your system, and again, water is part of that, the biggest part of it, with the other nutrients that H&R provides, and you avoid things like sludge blood. So what it really will bring to the table, I call this a four-pronged approach to what we do. We're going to give you performance with the hydration aspect of it. We're going to give you recovery with the branched chain amino acids, so you're going to feel physically better. We're going to give you situational awareness because of the cognitive improvements. And then finally, healthy aging. None of us are going to get out of this in perfect shape. Gravity is working on all of us. So branched chain amino acids help support long-term muscle tissue. So again, it's rather than a one-pronged approach, Hydrate and Recover comes at you from a four-pronged approach to benefit you and your life and your longevity. So let's dig into when to use and how to use. You take 10 to 20 ounces. I take a 16-ounce bottle, take a sip out of it, put a full serving, whether it's a stick pack or a scoop out of the tub, and just put it into a water bottle. Take a sip out first so you have room for your product. Put the lid on, shake it up, and consume that. And get that in and get it into your system so all those nutrients can start to do what they do best, which is to rehydrate the tissues and provide those nutrients for you to just feel much better. And finally, just want you to know, we have different flavors to accommodate different taste buds. It's funny that some people love one flavor and don't like another flavor, and the next person is just the opposite. So your taste buds are your taste buds. My favorite personally is Berry Blast, which, believe it or not, was the very first flavor we came out with, and still love it to this day. So find the flavor you like, knock yourself out. Have a great day.